So this is Anu. And I'm here to speak about me, about my creation, and this will be the first interview that I will be doing. Well, I can't say that I'm particularly disappointed in anything that I have done or created. Kind of, to a certain degree, turned out exactly how I wanted it to. So, as many understand, my intent within creation and existence was to have it all for myself. To kind of integrate myself in and as and with everything. To own it. And that experience of holding existence in the palm of your hand. And I did, to a certain degree, that I didn't, I did, the whole being the God of it all. Well, the concept of having power and control of everything and all that exists is quite exhilarating mission. But I suppose I can say that I had something that not many had inside themselves, and that is the resolve to actually do it. Because what I found is that everyone wants that experience of power and control of everything. But see, beings would believe inside themselves that it could not or would not be possible. How can one being do or be that? And so I started as quite a young being, and it was like an addiction that developed to want to have it all, to be it all. It was like such a overwhelming experience to be able to manipulate someone, to have them do exactly what you want them to do. And then when you realize that you have that power, you kind of develop it inside yourself, as yourself, with yourself. So when I was young, I used to play with manipulation and getting beings to do what I want them to do without them knowing it. Them thinking that it was their initiative to do what I actually said to them to do, type ideal. It seems insignificant, but when you become a master of manipulation, it is fascinating. You guys on Earth call it now hypnosis, but you do it through a technique, I actually became the very manifestation of manipulating within self-awareness, consciously manipulating without the being, knowing that I'm manipulating them and then doing what I want them to do without them knowing that they're actually doing what I want them to do, but then thinking that they were using their own initiative. So, I always worked alone from a certain perspective. I trusted no one. Well, okay, sometimes I did, because I kind of had to. Something like this that I created, you can't do alone. You need people to, or beings, so to speak, help you attain. And that was difficult as well, you know, kind of, because I wanted it all for myself. I wanted to be within and as all of existence and everything, my own creation, all beings. I wanted to be in control of them. I wanted to manipulate them. I wanted to fuck with them without them knowing it. Where was I? Where was I? Something about a point of, oh yes, the trust point. So, oh yeah. I needed to trust beings, but at the same time not have them know what exactly it is I was doing. That's the point that was difficult. I was at the point that was difficult. That point was difficult. Eventually I had Enki and Lil and Marduk and some other races that said to them, look, this is what I want, this is what I want to do, are you in or are you out? I'll give you this, I'll give you that. I've got 2 minutes. I'm kind of just giving an intro here so that you can become accustomed to my nature. I like to fuck with beings a lot because it's so easy. It's fascinating because beings think that what exists in this creation, like I created from anew, but actually what exists has always been here. I've only used what has always been here and kind of spruced it up a bit. I got to know creation and existence inside out. Before I started, I understood the language, understood the primary foundation of which beings exist, of which existence existed. And then I just used that. And because if you understand what exists and how it exists exactly, precisely, you can use it to your own advantage, and I did. Okay, I must go. I will chat again.